We're going to use the 5 weight today. We're going to prospect these flats with the drone, spot some fish, get the boat into position and put the fly on their nose and see how they take it. It's going to be a little bit of a mission, but let's see if we can do it. Another chunky one. Hey guys, welcome back to another drift fishing video. Today we're on the lovely flats of the Murray River on an absolute perler of a day. Not a breath of wind anywhere, it's flat calm, there's no clouds in the sky and the sun's high. So perfect conditions for polaroiding. We're going to use the 5 weight today. I've got this G Loomis here. I'm going to put on a little fly which I'll show you in a moment. And we're going to prospect these flats with the drone, spot some fish, get the boat into position and put the fly on their nose and see how they take it. Now the fly I'm going to use is this one here, a little bead chain eye, red marabou or orange, I don't know, I'm colorblind. It's going to be a little bit of a mission, but let's see if we can do it. Stick around, this should be good. Visibility is not too bad in here actually today. I mean, it's not brilliant, obviously it's not crystal clear, you know, Bahamas bonefish water, but there's a carp right in front of me and I don't have the drone up. All right. But those are the type of fish that you want to target, ones that are actively doing something. It's not necessarily feeding, but just being active. Oh, surface take, surface take, surface take. Oh, he's on it. Oh, missed him. Almost got a surface take. That was pretty cool. So close, he came up for it and everything. All right, let's get the drone up and hopefully find some carp.
Home point updated.
All right, so we got the drone up at the moment over the boat. Not up too high. I'm just sort of crouched down, trying to get a bit of shade. Makes scanning that a little bit easier. Oh, perfect conditions for polaroiding, look at that. Just trying to spot any bit of movement. That looks interesting. So the idea is to use this beautiful sunny day, use the sun to my advantage, low wind, and scout along these flat areas here looking for carp. Now they're only going to pop up for a couple of seconds here or there just due to the depth of the water. It's about 1 meter deep in areas, so the second they go down a few inches they disappear. So it's about being in the right spot when they stick their head up and then putting a cast on their nose and hoping for the best. Let's get a cast in there. We're starting to see a few more carp. I can see some out in front. I'm just going to get the drone up and have a better look.
Home point updated. Take off.
Yeah, we found a few carp. Nice big one over here. Oh. That wasn't ideal. Oh, I'm going to blame this drone. Okay, now we can fight. This is a big fish. Big fish. Can't even get his head up. He just won't bring his head up. Oh, this 5-weight's getting a bit small. Now, if you watched a few of my videos, you know nothing goes to plan and I'm always going to stuff something up. Now, in this particular case, I'm fighting this fish. I've hooked it up on the fly, got the hook up on the drone. Everything's going great. Mid-fight, the fly literally flies into my ear. Now, I don't know if you've had a fly stuck in your ear before, but you end up with this buzzing that resonates in the middle of your head. Right? It's the most irritating thing you can imagine. And because I've been so distracted trying to get this fly out of my ear, meanwhile the fish has gone down to the back of the boat, wrapped around my motor and gone in the other direction. So to avoid losing this fish, I've had to reach over the back, do a little bit of parkour, trim the motor up, untangle it, fight this fish. And eventually I finally managed to dig this fly out, but it was just gross. But you end up with this buzzing that resonates in the middle of your head. Right? It's the most irritating thing you can imagine. Oh, bloody hell. That's a big fish. Awesome. Okay, I'll be honest. Took a little while to achieve that. Trouble is the water's pretty deep, so the carp, they're up and then they go down and you lose them. So I've set the drone up on about 7 or 8 carp, and every time I've got the drone up and got over there, they've gone down, I've lost them. But that one was pretty opportunistic. It was just beside the boat. I quickly rigged it up, got the drone up and everything, and before you know it, he's 3-4 meters from the boat, drop it on his nose, and turned out to be a little bit bigger than I expected. Carp right here. That should be on his nose. Can't tell. Yep, there we go. Hooked up. Only a little carp though. And that's the thing. Sometimes you feel the bite or you see the take. Other times you get it in the right spot. Just wait a couple of seconds and just give it a little lift and hopefully feels heavy and you get a fish on. Not ideal. A little carp, but it's a start. Let's put them in the bin, get some more. Now when I'm looking for carp to target, there's a few different type of fish I look at, but the ones that I'm looking for are like this one here that are cruising along a reed edge. They're actively looking for something. They've got a little bit of pace to them. They're looking, they're going somewhere, they're active. So like this fish here, I've cast past the fish by a good meter or so and a meter in front. I lift the rod tip, I bring that fly straight into its path and just sink it straight in front. And if you watch the body language of the fish, they'll turn immediately, they'll go onto it. You generally won't feel the bite, just give it a second. Once you think you got it, do a little pull. If you feel some weight, bang, set that hook, and then you get that fish on. Okay, let's get us fishing. Another good size one. That's a bit better fish. Whew. They're honestly such a good sports fish on the fly rod. Yeah, and if you get that fly right on their nose, 90% of the time they take it. Just makes for exciting sight casting and just enjoyment watching that eat. Something as docile as a carp coming over and eating your fly, doesn't get any better than that. There's another good fish. Just trying to wear him out. Just getting the muscle on him, just keep trying to bring his head up. If I keep bringing his head up, it'll just tire him out after a while. We'll see it tires first, my arm or the fish. Yeah, he's starting to get tired. Sometimes you get them though and they just go charging off the, across the flats. They've got so much speed and power. And then other ones you get can be just really lethargic and fight off the end of the rod tip. But the ones that go for a run, that's when it gets really exciting. There we go, heads out, nope, not yet. I got troubles towards the closing stage of the fight. Tip's come off. I lose my rod tip, it goes into the water. Now I've got half a rod. I don't want to snap this fish off, because if I do, the end of my fly rod's gone and I'll never find it in this water. Net's gone overboard. So I've got to really carefully put it back on to the rod while the fish is still on the line. And put that back on the rod. So everything's going wrong on this fish. It's unreal. Try to anyway. But we got there in the end, and we got it boated. There we go, just got caught in one of my knots. Get out from under the boat, man. Get away from my electric motor, man. You're not a kingfish. What do you think you're doing? I thought he was getting tired. Now he's tired. Done and landed. Oh, another chunky one. How good. All right, with that, I think I'm done. Cheers for watching, guys, and if you got carp anywhere near you and you've got a fly rod, give them a go. They are absolutely amazing fun to target on the fly, and yes, for the European anglers, they are a fly target. Don't keep going with your corn bait and burley. You can catch them on a fly rod. Why not? Let's do it.